G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Pete's Gold Adventures. Today we are actually starting in Castlemaine, but we're looking at heading down to Muckleford after this. Little Bazza over here, he's just working a mound over here. Several years ago I found a few I don't know, 8 or 9 nuggets on that mound, so we're basically just doing a little bit of a test trial thing with the Sadie, the 14-inch Evo, and the monster over it. So we're just going to have a bit of a dig around here first and see what it turns up. So I gave it a fair flogging back in the day with the old grey 12-inch elliptical, so we'll see what we come up with. But as you can see, this is sort of, it's a bit rough and rugged, but it looks like it's pretty much surfaced back in the day. I don't know whether it was dredged or what. There's creeks around here, but it's a lot of fine gravels, and it really looks like it's been washed, and a lot of this has been taken away. So not really sure what the origins was back then, but anyway, there's a little bit of gold left in this mound last time, so yeah, we'll give it a crack and we'll see how we go. Alrighty guys, I got a bit of one here. I didn't film it at the start because it's just sort of going through this real silty sort of sandy stuff, but it's gone down to this real hard pack shale and stone. Doesn't mean much, but the target's still in there and it's into that hard pack stuff. It's actually down the back there. She's pretty feral. But one thing I've sort of said in the past, if you switch your machine to cancel with a mono, it actually kills the detector off, so you can see that it's not picking it up. But if I put it down the back, it actually pinpoints where it is because the machine's not as sensitive. So I actually know that it's now just in the back of the hole, just down here. But the ground's gone real hard, so good sign, I'd like to think, that it's undug, but these mounds, they could have been pushed here. So as you can see, that is like rock hard. And I'm a few inches down into this hard sort of gravel, so not saying that I'm confident, but something to get into this hard stuff. It's either got to be pushed into it. Seems to be still in there. But I'm not sure if these mounds are natural or not. That's the problem. This is where the big pick comes in handy. A lot of leverage. And there, boy, that's nice and quartz too. So it's fairly ripping signal. So it's usually these ones that get you and you get down. Find that steel. Well, there you go. Giant lump of steel. Oh, there you go. Just when you think you're sort of getting down some nice untouched sort of ground, you pull something like that out. Not sure exactly what it is. Probably an old chisel point or something. Who knows? Alrighty guys. Hope the next one will be better than that one. The magnet's picking up all this steel, so there we go, it's just rust. There we go, button. Rust. The shoe course, a bit of a horseshoe maybe. It's got some holes in it there. Whatever it is, that's big. Big, that's in great soil. Oh, you're joking. It makes you wonder how, but that looks a whole lot like a 303 cartridge. Alright guys, I got a signal just from that 303. It's in there, but as you can see, that is a prickle bush. That is a lot of foliage. So you sort of see the area I'm sort of pushing down. This little gully here. You can see why target's here, because basically it's pretty difficult to get into. So I'm going to sort of wander around here. I'll give you a nice little perch up on this bit of bedrock here. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. Should be about there somewhere. Alrighty, I'm going to go dive into this prickle bush and see what I can come up with. After all that guys, it is lead. It's just, when it came out I saw that, I thought, that looks good. Wrong colour. Once you rip into it, lead. So, bugger. Alright. G'day guys. Well, we made the move from Castlemaine down here to Muckleford, so we're going to have a give it a crack down here. Mate Andrew turned up, and within about 10 minutes he'd found a little specie with his 5,000 over at Castlemaine. So yeah, I'd been there all morning. He turns up 10 minutes and gets a bit. But yeah, he's sort of over yonder over here, down the gully there, running his monster now. So anyway, I've got a little bit of a signal just here. I'll get you sort of set up. Alright, this is the first target I've had here, so a bit of ground noise before, it's about it. Or not, could be a bit of rust. Oh. There you go, no, it's a tiny little bit of rust. So, oh well. Not bad looking ground here, so we'll sort of keep wandering around and see what we can come up with. There it is. It's a tiny little bit of wire. Can't even see it. Not a thumbnail. Little tiny bit of wire. To not often you see one of these guys out in the bush. If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's an echidna. So he likes to get around and just basically dig up ant beds and eat all the ants and move on. But yeah, don't want to go touching him because he's quite full of spines. G'day, buddy. Good one. Don't see him often walking around, but yeah, pretty cool. Alrighty guys, go back looking for gold again. Yeah. There we go. Tiny little lead shot. That's only a little fella. Yeah. Alrighty, that one. Positive. Anyway, nothing like having a cam while you detect, so catch you on the next one. round. Very silver. Ah, shotgun pellet. Another one. Tiny little shotgun pellet. Yeah. Alright. Dinner time, I think. Have a crack at this again later. G'day guys. Alrighty. It's set up camp time, so we've got the fire going. Andrew's brought his little fire pit thingy along, so we've got that cranking. Old Bazza here. He's got his little palace set up. We've got the old detectors there, ready to go. I'm sort of off camping over in the bushes over here, finding a little bit of level ground. It's not a bad looking area this, so we've got this bit of a ridge line sort of coming down here. We've got this run of diggings that sort of basically goes up here. I was just over there before, digging up over there, and it sort of runs off down to the trees. And then I know there's a creek and some more diggings off down the back there, so no, all good. So it's starting to get a little bit dark, sun's going down, so we're basically ready to start cooking up some dinner and kick back and have a couple of beverages. G'day guys, this is our cooking setup for tonight. Old Andrew's little cooker here. I sort of threw my hot plate on. It's all looking pretty snazzy. Got some pork ribs going on the go and some lamb chops, but yeah, coming along very nicely. Nothing like camping in the Victorian bush. Getting the old campfire going, having a few beverages around the fire. Pretty neat. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. G'day guys, welcome back. Well, it's Sunday morning. We had a bit of a scratch around last night, but it didn't come up with anything. A few bits of lead shot, that's about it. But yeah, no, it's a good night and sleep. Nice and cool. Today sort of turned out a bit overcast, but not looking too bad. I've been out for, I don't know, probably about 45 minutes or so. A few screamers, that's about it. I sort of working my way up this run of diggings here and got on the edge of this digging here, which actually is pretty on the deep side of things. Looks like they've sort of gone down, then sort of just dug in out and around because it's basically just washed. So obviously they've just been chasing a bit of a lead coming down the hill. But I didn't film it. I was right here, got a little tiny signal, just right on the edge of it here. But there's a tiny little nugget right there. It was tiny. It was a real soft signal. I probably should have sort of put the camera on. But anyway, we've finally got ourselves on the board. It looks like it's be lucky to be 0.1. But yeah, that's all good. So yeah, she's bloody small, but good times. Alrighty. So we'll basically keep working our way up this little line here and see if we can turn up some more. Alrighty guys. It's funny when there's gold around. You get these claim jumpers come in on top of you, and see, young Baz has gone and got his monster and popped up and slipped in beside where I just found that bit of gold just here. And he thinks he's got a bit of a target over here with his monster, so which he could be right. So we'll give it a little bit of a scratch and see what we come up with. Alright, so things a little quite dirtier. Oh, look out, that's the one to finish you off. Don't go too close to that hole when you're laughing. Alright. A bit of a hot rock sitting in it. Right, lift that over it. Uh-oh. It might be hot rock, I think. Yeah. It's ready. Make sure there's nothing stuck to the hot rock. The first one, a little bit of clay stuck a bit of gold to hot rock. Now, it's hot rock this time. It's all yours. Hey, look out. Hot rock down mine. Alright guys, get cracking and we'll see what we can come up with. Unfortunately, this time it's a bit of rust. A bit of nail by the looks of it. Now hard it'll be to see. It's basically they were down here. They just burrowed their way in and under. That one actually looks like it connects through. The other side you can actually see the daylight coming through. So obviously the pay layer was down in under here. Sort of burrowed in under here. So obviously they just punched down through the surface, got down to the pay layer, and just dug under it. Took out all the goodies, so see all the wash in the walls. So yeah, even though we're up on a hill, some stage there was a ancient inland river or seabed or something like that. So alright guys, I'll get back up top and yeah, keep having a crack, trying to find a bit more gold. Hey guys, just going to show you where I'm sort of heading now. Up behind me, this is obviously the ridge line and the hill that the where the quartz reef has been shedding. This side of this hill is just covered in quartz. It's basically white, and up the top you can see some old timers reef mining going on. So I'm going to head up that way to have a bit of a look, see if I can turn up something down there. But as we sort of pan around, you can see how all the quartz come down the hill. It's obviously dropped into this gutter, and over here is where the digging sort of start, and that's where I've just sort of come up before, where I found that little bit of gold. And the diggings just sort of take off down this little bit of a gully here, and they just sort of disappear into the trees down the bottom there. So obviously it's come off of this this hill, so I'm going to hit the side of the hill up, see if we can turn something up. And there, it's just got down into this gutter, and the old timers just sort of dug in and cleaned up the gutter. So that's generally deep ground, so you're really only going to get it in the throwouts. You might not really get it on the side. If it's dropped into the gutter, it's gone. So we'll hit up the side of this hill where it should be quite shallow and see if we can turn something up along here. But I do prefer the sides of hills rather than gullies, because every man and their dog has basically had a crack at the old timers digging since detectors came out. So basically I was hitting them up as a kid in the 80s. So we've been hit up and hit up. So on these sides of hills, they're wide open spaces, so you got a little bit more chance getting onto a little patch. So I'm a bit more of a patch hunter than a random on the old diggings. But alrighty, so we'll head up here, we'll give it a crack, and yeah, zigzag our way up and see what we can come up with. Well, welcome back guys, at the new location. Yeah, left Muckleford, we're over back over in actually Chewton, where I found a little bit of gold in the coin a few weeks back now. Got a little signal just here. Doesn't sound too offensive, so thought chuck the camera on and give him a dig. Ah, cool. There we go. Let's target here. It's a little spessy. See him there. There he is. Cool. Nice little spessy, that one. Not bad for first target. I'm actually probably about 10 metres from where I got little nugget the other week, so cool. Well, guys, that is it for calling it for the weekend. It's been a great weekend. Weather was good. Great detecting weather when it's not too warm. A little bit of rain here today, but nothing too drastic. But no, it was a great night's camping. Sitting around the fire was awesome. Not a lot of gold yesterday, but yeah, got the 2 pieces today. So when I get home, I'll do a little bit of a weigh up, get a photo on there, and yeah, hopefully, I don't know, won't crack a gram, I wouldn't imagine, but never know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, if you like the videos, yeah, like, share, and subscribe. If you've got any questions, yeah, leave it in the comments below, and yeah, I'll endeavour to answer your questions. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.